Hey, you. Welcome back to the show.
Oh my God, he talked to me, chat. Where's my extension?
Hey, you. Welcome back to the show. On this show, we spent a good amount of time chronicling the creepy little critters of the anti-woke world. Anti-wokeness, what is it? Well, it's the antithesis to wokeness. Okay, but what is wokeness?
The
And well, that
antithesis?
depends on who you ask and what time in history it is. The word woke as a political term rose to prominence as part of the Black Lives Matter movement in the mid-2010s. It was used as a descriptor of someone who is aware of or awake to injustice, especially racial and social injustice. In recent years, though, this term has been co-opted by conservatives and anti-feminists to mean, in essence, stuff that we don't like. This includes everything from gay people to climate change.
Nah, y'all seen people trying to call Alan Wake 2 woke? Does anybody want to go ahead and take a stab in the dark? Does anybody want to go ahead and take a guess as to what is woke about Alan Wake 2? Down, 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 down. If you guessed it's because it has a black woman in it, you'd be correct.
BLM to just really any vaguely left or liberal thing. That's all woke. It's woke. And with anything that's going on anywhere and in of the world or inside the world, this ideology, anti-wokeness, can be found on TikTok. That's what we're going to look at today. Some viral anti-woke TikToks with some
Alan Wake and the
questions in
monster have a
mind. What are
big gay kiss. You might have been playing the Alan Wake that got uploaded to Newgrounds. What even is Alan Wake about? In essence, it's like this dude who like writes a book and then the shit he be writing about be happening, pretty much.
They saying? What do they mean?
So like let's say, for example, you could write a book right now like, damn, Tsunade just popped up on me and titty fucked me. If you wrote that in the book, it would happen for real.
And how do these ideas relate to other stuff in the world? Okay, strap in, like the video, and close your eyes because it's time to go to sleep. Good night. This first video is titled, Spot What's Wrong with This Viral McDonald's Ad. Okay, I'll try.
This McDonald's ad has 126 million views. Spot what's wrong with it.
She then plays a McDonald's ad that features a family sitting at a table and eating McDonald's. They're very cute. I think they're cute. Assuming, okay? And then she says this.
I know what you're thinking. There's nothing wrong. But that's sort of the point. There's no transgender dude selling you a tampon. There's no drag queen selling you rainbow apparel. There's no tuck-friendly swimsuits.
Whoa, hey, dude. What's up? What's going on?
fuck?
Most normal transphobe. Why would a McDonald's ad be selling tampons or swimsuits? That's a rhetorical question. They wouldn't. She just wants to. She's transphobe.
There's no tuck-friendly swimsuits. They're not going through a divorce. The dad is not depressed.
What? What, man? What is this?
They're just a nuclear family having wholesome fun. However,
The fuck
this
is a
has become
nuclear family?
incredibly rare, and we are no longer advocating for this.
We are no longer advocating for this. I mean, it sounds like you are doing actually just that right now. You and all the other 10
What the
trillion goblins
fuck?
that made the same video talking about how this is the first time you'd seen a straight couple since you came out of the womb.
Someone commented and said, McDonald's single-handedly fixing the declining birth rates. Facts.
Facts. It's a fact that I'm getting my wife pregnant because I saw a burger commercial. Thank you.
We need some major corporations here to stand up for traditional values, because guess what? We deserve representation too.
The target audience here is obviously people who feel like all advertising and media is woke now. It's refreshing for them to see an ad that has nothing wrong with it. The implication there being that there's something inherently wrong with trans influencers in ads or rainbows on clothes or whatever. She hit him with the dehumanization ray. You go get him, girl. The trouble with this narrative, though, is that obviously there's a big selection bias going on.
Also, you know what's really stupid? Like, if you really thought this, right? If you really thought, oh shit, McDonald's is gone woke, like type B, and then they make one ad that features a like heterosexual relationship, and it's just like what they would consider the fallout family, whatever the fuck. What did she say? Nuclear family or whatever the fuck. You all of a sudden forget that McDonald's still has all of that other representation in all of their other ads. But it only took one ad for you to be like, oh, well, shit, McDonald's is saving the world type shit. Like, they still got rainbows on the fucking sweet and sauce packets, nigga. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Every time a commercial or a show or a movie has some form of diversity, these guys freak the fuck out very loudly. This creates an ecosystem where every occurrence of like a black mermaid or a gay cartoon character or a trans inclusive
I'm not gonna lie.
campaign, these stories all get blown up.
Starfield
and then
deserves
that-
Game of the Year for the pronoun guy existing in the first place.
compounds the narrative that everything is woke now. Despite the plethora of movies and shows and ads and media being released during that same amount of time that features just straight couples or white
excuse
people
me.
or whatever. But you know, ultimately, the ultimate question is, who cares? Who cares? Thank you.
An issue why you're against abortion and why you're against transgenderism is because you're a misogynist, okay?
First of all, I'm not a misogynist because a misogynist is someone that puts down women. I exalt women to their rightful role.
But see-
Women are supposed to be women, not men.
I exalt women.
What?
Into their rightful role. Okay, so, where's that role? It's below me. Huh. And I get to choose it. Right. And they don't get to. Alright, man. And also, no trans people. Yeah, cool, man. Oops.
Every time somebody says that a woman is equal to a man and does what a man could do, and you're actually abusing and denigrating women.
Hey, new type of abuse just
What?
dropped. Equality, equal rights. That's a classic Darvo tactic.
You're putting down women by saying that. So you're actually anti-women. I'm pro-woman.
Ooh. Got him. Hit him with that Umo reverse card. Sometimes the real misogyny was the friends we made along the way. Now, I wouldn't consider myself authoritarian by any means, but I think gender content street interviewers should all be rounded up and put into a hole. A big hole in the dirt in the woods. Put them all there. Toss in some handheld mics and ring lights and let them duke it out. Let them discover how to ask questions in the most annoying way that's humanly possible. And then study it as a warning of the apocalypse. Whoa. Stop right there. Before we continue the video,
This is
we
an
need to
ad?
talk about today's sponsor, which is Lilo. Some people say no nut November. To me personally, I say nut November. Sex is fun and good, and nuts are great too, which is why I love Lilo products, like the Soraya Booty Beads Massager. Got a sale going on right now. You can go at 10, you can get... Alright, Booty Blast Inner...
All right. Buddy just really just whipped that out, huh?
Interlude over. Let's get back to this damn video. Bye.
Who's to say that God has a gender?
God doesn't have big biceps and facial hair. The only reason we say he is because we don't have a personal neuter pronoun.
God does not have big, strong arms and a coarse, bushy beard, tall, broad shoulders, and a wide, muscular,
Link?
hairy chest.
Well, I got
He
you,
literally does
bro.
not have any of those things. Literally doesn't.
God is not an it. God is a personal being who loves.
So God is a person?
Personal being who loves you. It's pretty good news, isn't it?
Well, some people would disagree with you. But
Why would someone say, ah, shoot, God loves me. I hate that.
I love the idea that this woman is woke for disagreeing with this guy in the most polite way a human possibly can. She's like, well, you know, I disagree with you.
well, some people would disagree with you.
Woke. Triggered SAW. Get it owned. Fellas, is it woke to ask a question? Love that bit at the end
Yes,
as
it
well,
is.
where he's like, who could possibly deny God's gracious love? Listen to this lady.
Why would someone say, ah, shoot, God loves me. I hate that.
And it's like, well, people who don't believe in God, right? That's not very important necessarily. How did that get laughs from the audience? I don't know. They're inside of a large church. Who knows?
Homophobia is rooted in racism, so you are a racist.
If you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
All right.
This is what I'm talking about when I've mentioned the weird overlap that sometimes occurs between conservatism and fitness content. I don't know what this Goggins guy's politics are, and frankly,
There
I don't really
is like a very weird like connection there between like conservatism and like gym bros.
care. No offense, Gogman. His presence on the internet, though, is primarily that of a motivational workout guru. The point of
When you
this
get in
post
this
is to show
haircut,
clips
never
of him
wear-
working out, looking all
I don't
buff
even know
and
which haircut
runny.
you're talking
However,
about,
for a
whether it's
certain
this
audience,
guy
this TikTok
or
is made
the
more
guy making the
compelling
video.
if
Either
they're
way,
able to
it's a never
construct
weary
an
for me.
enemy. If we start the clip out with some overzealous, on the verge of crying 19-year-old activist saying that fat phobia is racist, those workout clips might hit just a little bit harder. There's drama there, right? Really? You're really saying that this is racist? How could it be? He's merely getting all pumped up. The question here, though, is this claim that fat phobia is racist, ergo fat phobes are racist, is it a position taken seriously by political actors who are versed in these ideas? And, well, no. There is a discussion to be had about the racist roots of changing perceptions of fat bodies, which is a matter of historical fact. However, that nuance is hardly captured by just telling someone that they're fat phobic and therefore they are racist. It just is a little bit unhelpful to do it this way if you're trying to get people to understand what you're talking about. With all that said, said, though, there's a reason that this viral video has yet another character. Of
maybe code. I'll take your word for it, man.
And that's because they're just easier targets to call woke cringe. All right, next video.
If your chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary? We're
not men.
excluding a whole group of people.
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man.
Damn, that 5th grade
That's a
teacher
5th grade
reveal is
teacher?
wild. That's a fucking downer, dude. Obviously, we know that people like this exist at every level of society, but there's something about this one just feels bad, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't really feel like sitting here and arguing for the validity of trans people's existence. That to me is an argument that doesn't really need to be entertained. Either you're cool and normal, or you're like this guy. And with guys like this, I think personally that we just need to wait for them to die out. Okay, next video.
What the?
I have no
what am I
idea
looking
what's
at?
Going on in
Okay,
this one, but it's honest. I like it. It's fun to watch for me.
okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's lost. Cause what the hell am I actually looking at here?
What are they doing? What are the noises? Is it crying? Is it moaning? Why are they in animal costumes? Feel free to fill me in if anyone knows. I couldn't find what this clip was originally from, but I am genuinely curious. But this is another instance of woke being a generalized caricature of the left. I know quite a few people that I consider to be on the left. I've never seen him do anything like this before, not even remotely. Is this style of protest reflected in any serious leftist political thought? Did Lenin put out a pamphlet teaching workers how to roll around and groan and cry like baby elephants?
Yeah, I didn't get that email.
No, he didn't, but maybe he should have. Not really sure how effective this protest was. Even still, this does look like a form of protest, right? Perhaps for animal rights or something. And protesting is still a political act, you know, that should be respected regardless of how silly it looks. And yes, this does look pretty silly to me. That doesn't mean they're wrong, though, or the point that they're trying to prove is invalid. It just means they look a little silly while they do it, in my opinion. Okay. Wow, I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would.
What is? I don't even know what this TikTok means.
Whoever made this one is tipping the scales a bit here, right? The before examples are professional red carpet photos, all done up and pimped out and whatnot, and the after wokeism, whatever that means, they're low quality.
Like they just make no sense. You know what's crazy? Like the types of jokes that get made about like I guess like woke people or whatever, it's always corny. Like it must suck. I think the worst part about being on that side of societal issues has got to be the fact that you're surrounded by the most painfully unfunny people of all fucking time. Like there are no jokes. Like for example, like the comedians that be like, oh, you can't tell jokes no more. Like that's the entire joke. The joke is like, oh, I can't tell a joke no more. Oh my God, I'm getting censored. And everybody's like, It's like, where's the joke? Like, there is no joke there. You didn't say anything.
Or weird angles. You're cheating. Okay, that's cheating. You're doing a cheating. This kind of aesthetic political posturing is always very interesting to me because it could just be boiled down to these. I don't like these people how they look. They are ugly. To me, I don't think they're hot. That's my politics in a nutshell. Okay, looking back on it, this video is not politics. It's just it's saying ugly. That's not a real thought out political stance. It's just people saying this is woke and weird. And I don't know why I dove so deep into this, but here we are.
I hate woke people.
Why?
Because they're embarrassing and stupid, and it's clown world. I don't like clown world shit.
Okay, all right.
See, like that, like, okay. Nothing of value was gained there from that comment. Like literally, actually nothing.
Can't argue with that logic.
Because it's not real. We're not in a real world, okay? Let's be real here.
Right. Good point. I didn't think of it. I didn't think of it like that. That's my fault. Yeah, for sure.
Woke people are dumb.
This is like watching Chomsky in his prime. I'm compelled.
So don't be afraid.
And everyone agrees with me too. So let's not even fucking start right now because everyone agrees with me. I have so many people who would think that, oh, maybe I'm woke, but they're not. And they DM me all the time like, oh my God, I so fucking agree with you, but I like can't say it because I'm like afraid. Like everyone agrees with me, so don't even fucking start, but let's go.
The silent
is everyone in the room with us at the moment. I'm just curious if the everyone You said everybody agrees with you, so I'm just wondering if that everybody is like current, like here, like they're in the room here. Is it you? Watching? Is it? Are you DMing her or?
Silent majority thing is my favorite thing that weird people do. Everyone agrees with me, okay? There's just so much woke cancel culture that they keep it in the DMs. They don't tell anyone because they're scared. Not like me. I'm not scared, but they are. This is a totally vacuous video. I don't even know why I included it. I just thought it was kind of embarrassing. I think I wanted to annoy myself and others because 'tis the season to give and receive.
You know what's funny right now is watching the hardcore left walking away from their hardcoreness, you know? After they fucking took out so many innocent people, now they're doing their new thing is like, nobody got canceled. What are you talking about?
Who did?
When he says that the left killed all those innocent people, is he talking about Stalinism? That's like usually what people say when they say that. Soviet Union, communism, 1,000 billion people dead. It's true, Marx said to do it. He said it in the...
Like who? Also, like, again, there was no joke here. He just like said something.
You
know,
like, this is what, like, this makes, like, what was the joke?
Funny right now is watching the hardcore left walking away from their hardcoreness, you know? After they fucking took out so many innocent people, now they're doing their new thing is like, nobody got canceled. What are you talking about?
When he says that the left...
Like, there was literally no joke there. What was it, the funny voice, I guess? Like, what are we, toddlers?
Killed all those innocent people. Is he talking about Stalinism? That's like usually what people say when they say that. Soviet Union, communism, 1,000 billion people dead. It's true.
Y'all seen that one like TikTok comedian who like fumbled his entire audience because he started being like he started doing the, oh, I can't make jokes no more, or like comedy is dead type shit. That shit was fun. Now that was the first time he's been funny in his life. I always got a weird vibe from that guy. That's my favorite thing of all time. Like, you ever get a weird vibe from somebody and then you finally have a valid reason to hate them? Like that happened with that guy, and it also happened with Tory Lanez. Like, I always hated Tory Lanez. Ever since he first started making music, and all my niggas was like, yo, you gotta listen to Tory. Like, this nigga, he's fine. I always hated that little nigga, man. And then finally, I got my comeuppance. After being a hater for so fucking long, I finally got the validity I was searching for. See, that's why I didn't like it voided. Okay? Like, I never said nothing because it seemed like a lot of other people, like, accepted him with open arms. So I was like, okay, maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I'm the problem. But I never liked how he did that shit. Like, I felt like, you know, our community accepted that nigga a little too quickly. And I wasn't jagging it.
He said it in the first page of Capital. Go read it.
Oh, God, another old person saying we can't even say this. It's like, no, you did do that. You did do that, you fucking cuss. Right?
Hey, swear word.
That is so funny.
That is what happened. That is what happened. Right?
It'd be nice if he could be specific about who actually was really canceled.
That's all I asked. That's all that I asked for. That's all that I asked for.
Biggest example I can think of what he's talking about, of big internet backlash to stand-up specials, is Dave Chappelle. And we all know just how canceled he was. Him and his...
I wish I could cancel my way into a $50 million fucking Netflix contract. Yo, one's in chat if you would like to cancel your way into $50 million. Me personally, cancel me. What do you want me to say? What slur you want me to drop? I'll drop a slur right now for $50 million. In fact, I'll say every slur you can think of for $50 million. Go ahead. Send me the Bible of slurs, and I'm dropping every single one for $50 million. I'll also do it for 5 subs. I'm joking. But 50 mil, I'll do that.
$20 shagillion Netflix deal. Chris D'Elia, maybe? Is that who he's talking about? People figured out that he was sexting minors as a 42-year-old and they stopped having him on their podcast. That's cancel culture, baby. Don't let it get you. Also, he's still touring and his active podcast has 600,000 subscribers.
Oh,
cancel
brother.
culture.
We all told people they had to get vaccinated.
Bill?
You're not about to be anti-vax. Like, say it ain't so. Tell me you're not about to be anti-vax, bro.
Careful now.
And liberal left people flipped out if you didn't say they.
Oh.
And they tried to fucking end you. That's what they did. That is what they did. Now they're like,
okay, at least he's not anti-vax, right, chat? Like, he's cringe, but not anti-vax.
What are you talking about? Like your parents, right? When you go home for Christmas and you're like, you know, every day you called me a dumb cunt and it really affected my self-esteem. And they're always like, what? I never said that. You're crazy. Jesus Christ, just have some casserole.
I still would love to hear about one person who got, like one comedian who got canceled. Like just one of them. Also, I have to put an asterisk after that statement. One comedian that got canceled and lost their career, and it wasn't something fucking illegal. Like just one of those.
Dude, this clip is just kind of embarrassing. Listen how quiet the crowd is. Pity laughs for a 20-year-long career comedian. It's sad, you know? Don't know what to say about it other than they just keep doing it. The comics keep doing it.
You know what's fucked up too? There's some Bill Burr specials I really liked. Man, it's just like, same thing with Dave Chappelle. I think that's what hurt me the most about Dave is like, it wasn't even, I'm not even like pressed over like the shit he said necessarily. I mean, I am, but like, it's more so the fact that like, it felt like the dude wasn't trying no more. Like, this is like the lowest hanging fruits, the lowest sort of like type of comedy you can make. Like, especially dudes like Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle. Like, we're talking about some of the greatest minds behind comedy. And you want to phone it in and just be like stupid L liberal left, like the woke media is canceling us. Like, you guys are better than that, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Jesus Christ, it's very disappointing.
It's a culture thing. And man, it's been like 4 years of it. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. This guy's a funny guy. I've seen some of his specials that are pretty funny to me. So how does this happen? You just get old? I don't know. In the last week, people have been roasting this guy.
Yeah, we smoking on his pack. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I've been a hater. Like I said, I've been a hater. So I'm here for nobody watching this dude no more.
Matt Rife, a comedian who just dropped a new special for it just being kind of bad. I'll play one of the most heavily criticized jokes, which was also the opener to the stand-up set.
There, and the hostess who like seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. And it wasn't like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty obvious what happened. And we couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is who you...
Right.
have greeting people, and my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should, put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face. You know?
Yeah, you just heard the crowd listen to the laughs in the beginning. They thought it was going somewhere actually funny. And then like towards the later part of that, they're just like, like, what the fuck is dude doing right now?
Don't get it. This guy's a funny guy. I've seen some of his specials that are pretty funny to me. So how does this happen? You just get old? I don't know. In the last week, people have been roasting this guy, Matt Rife, a comedian who just dropped a new special for it just being kind of bad. I'll play one of the most heavily criticized jokes, which was also the opener to the stand-up set.
There, and the hostess
this
who
being
like,
your opener is crazy.
At the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. And it wasn't like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty obvious what happened. And we couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is who you have greeting people? And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should, put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
Okay, that's my first time seeing that. That's, well then.
The problem with this bit is not that the subject matter is too dangerous. It's just not funny. This is a joke you'd hear in the back of the bus driving to 6th grade. It's unoriginal, and it's not funny to anyone who's lived on this earth for more than 12 years. Okay, editor Noah here. Watching this back, there's actually even more reasons why I think this joke sucks, and I kind of want to be a hater for a sec, because it's really annoying to me.
W, man. And Noah just like me, I fear. I'm not gonna lie. W hater. Let's fucking go.
First of all, his audience laughing at the setup line that she has a black eye.
The hostess who like seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye.
As if that's like self-evidently funny. That's just kind of embarrassing. The first time he mentions how they need to put her back in the kitchen, immediately obvious what's gonna happen next. Come on, man, come on. You could do a better setup. You could set this up better. I'm not gonna give my 2 cents on how, because I'm not a comedian, but I am a hater. And the last thing, probably the worst of it all, is the assumption that the reason she has a black eye is because she can't cook, even when obviously you can have a black eye for a myriad of other reasons.
If she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
I'm really not here trying to say that this is somehow some promotion of domestic violence or whatever. I think you can joke about dark topics, but I just don't think it's funny, personally. All right, now back to the real time Noah.
That's real shit. Whenever I hear this song on a reel or TikTok, I get ready for the most misogynistic, bigoted, racist, and homophobic podcast clip of all time. Have I heard this? I don't think I've ever heard this, but it sounds like that. You know this sound? Is there a specific part I might know? Sigma? Maybe I've never seen a Sigma video then, because this does not sound familiar to me. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Anti-wokeness is a brand. It's a genre. But I still have yet to see a critique of wokeness or an anti-woke bit that is actually funny. If you know of one, let me know, because I'm always happy to have a giggle and a laugh and take criticism in stride as a wokist myself. All right, everybody. That's it for this video. There's another kind of short fun one. We got some real ones coming up. Just had to take care of business. You know what I'm talking about?
That's real shit. That's real shit.
Lilo for sponsoring the video. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/SAMSEN. Thank you so much for Patreon.
Shout out Noah, bro. I didn't really appreciate the fact that you whipped out the dragon cock on my headshot, but you know, good video. W-Mans.